Hello, word nerds! We are live. It's May 30th, 2021, and today we are going to be doing a read-in. It's like a virtual write-in, but we are virtually reading books. So we're just going to set amounts of time, and it's just kind of a good time that you can just set aside for reading. I know sometimes people's schedules are super busy. So this is your chance. If you haven't read in a while, or if you love reading and want an excuse to be like, I'm in a meeting, this is your chance. So yeah, we're gonna set reading sprints, but there's no competition element here. We're just here to have a good time, read some books. This is also the official kickoff for our Readathon. We've never done one of these before, but we are very excited. Word Nerds Inaugural Readathon. It's gonna go from today, May 30th, through June 20th when we return. And yeah, the gist is just read as much as you can. We're going to be posting updates on our Instagram and our TikTok, since the YouTube will be on hiatus during the Readathon. So you can follow us on Insta or TikTok at Word Nerds Vlog. There's also a bingo card. I should have grabbed the link to that beforehand, but once we start our first sprint, I'll grab a link to that bingo card again.
It's also up on our Instagram.
Yes, it's on our Instagram and our Twitter as well. And you know what? We can post it in the community on YouTube. I'll do that too. But yeah, there's fun little prompts there. If you get bingo, I can send you a fun little bingo champ graphic. And you'll be entered to win a raffle, which we briefly talked about. And then I decided we were doing, so that's what we're doing. I hope that's okay with everyone. I forgot to message about that. But yeah, we're here. It's going to be really fun. We're going to read all the books. What are you guys reading today?
Okay, first off, it is also Megan and Helen's birthday today. So I think
yesterday was Kelly's birthday.
And it was Kelly's
also
birthday.
Happy birthday all around.
Thank you. So what are you reading, Kelly?
Shadow and Bone. I started reading it after I finished the series. I read like the intro and then I haven't read anything since. So this was a perfect opportunity.
Is that an advanced copy?
Yes, I have advanced copies of like 2 of the original trilogy.
Someone asked about, because I have the original cover when I bought it back in 2012, and someone asked me like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you get that cover?" And I'm like, "It's 7 years ago." But I've never seen an advanced copy.
I
have that
the
one too.
Covers. But my first book in the series is the old cover, and it's signed, so I can't just like donate it and get the new cover, which makes my bookshelf aesthetic heart sad.
Just buy another one of the first one.
Yeah, but I love the new covers. What are you reading today, Rachel?
Oh, I'm going to be reading an ebook, so I'm going to be staring at my phone the whole time. I am reading Master of Crows by Grace Draven, who she's a new adult author that I've read some stuff before, and like this is one of the ones that also has piqued my curiosity.
Nice.
Like halfway through at the moment, so like we'll see.
Nice. Emma?
I'm reading Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert.
Oh, that's been on my TBR.
I've read the first 2, so I just have this one left. Nice. I enjoyed the other ones, so I think this one would be good too.
Nice. Kyra?
I'm reading Where the Rhythm Takes You by Sarah Doss. It's like a YA persuasion retelling.
Oh, it's my favorite Jane Austen book. I have to write that down.
Helen, what are you reading tonight?
I am reading Witches of Ash and Ruin by Ian Latimer.
Oh my God.
That's an excellent book.
I realized I never finished it, and I'm like halfway through, and I should dive back in. So, yay!
Excellent.
Also, a chance to promo my friend.
Yes. What are you reading tonight, Erin?
I might be a little rebellious and read my own writing for revisions. Still technically reading, but well, cheating a little.
Nice. I am walking that line of reading and writing as well. I'm reading Mastering Suspense, Structure, and Plot It is almost due, so I need to finish it. Yeah, it's been really good so far. I'm like 75% of the way through. And if I do finish by some miracle, you've inspired me, and I'm going to switch back over to Ruin and Rising, which is the Shadow and Bone book I'm on and have not read yet. Let us know in the discussion section what you are reading. We've got Crazy Foxy's here. Hi, Precious. Hi, Em Griswold, who's reading Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. Another one that's been on my TBR forever.
Same.
That one is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I listened to the audiobook and it was a good audiobook.
Yeah. Crazy Foxy is reading Ninth House, but is going to be editing today. Attack of the Pronouns. And Misty Kate is reading some Middle-earth fanfic. Good vibes. Yes.
Hell
We
yeah.
should have put fanfic as a square on the bingo card.
We should.
That would have been so good.
Next
Yeah.
year. Write
Next
that down.
time.
Let Des know.
Yes. So yeah, let's start at the 45. I was going to ask how chatty people are feeling, but I don't want to do math on a weird number. Not tonight.
Oh, we're getting some birthday wishes in the comments as well.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthdays. Yeah.
Also, Rachel's birthday is during hiatus, so
Mhm.
and
Yes.
happy birthday for her too.
Oh, thank you.
Gemini everywhere.
Exactly. Is Gemini season BB?
Yes.
Word nerds are Gemini heavy.
Truly.
And it's
When
a
I was pregnant-
multi-generational kind of curse. So
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, because my child is a Gemini, his birthday's coming up, and when I would tell
Mhm.
people the due date, like I had a couple people be like, "Oh, you're having a Gemini," and I was like, "All my friends are Geminis. I like them."
Weird thing to say.
That's something that like I've never
Just put a prejudice
understood.
against Geminis.
Oh my God. I don't know, something I've never understood about like the astrology thing of like, oh, you're a Leo, well, like you can't date a Taurus, or like what's his sign? Oh my gosh, you're dating a Pisces? Like, no way. And I'm like, I don't know what any of
my
them
most
are.
hardcore astrology friend could find a good in any sign except for Aries, which is what my husband is. So she would always give him a hard time. And then her baby was an Aries. So now all of a sudden she has changed her tune. She sees their value now.
Yeah.
Weird how that
Yeah.
suddenly changed your beliefs.
When I was pregnant, I had a woman at a furniture store ask me my child's due date. And I was like, I don't know you, but like, sure, people ask when you're due a lot when you're pregnant. So I told her, and she's like, I don't even know which one comes before Leo. But she was like, oh, is it this one? I was like, oh, I don't think so. I think it's this. I think it's Leo. And she's like, oh, well, that's way better. I was like, okay. I'm glad that.
Seriously, no. Well, I'm a whatever it was.
Yeah,
I think Cancer is right before Leo.
I have no clue.
I
I
know
only
where
know the
Aries
ones right
are.
around my birthday. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I know my
I'm a
birthday, and that's
Taurus,
it.
so I know Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, and after that, I'm like, I don't know.
I was like, truly, I'm just here to buy furniture.
I just
It's
want
like one of the only belief systems where people will come up to you and be like, let me tell you all about your own personality. And I'm like, can you get out of my face immediately?
You see it like levels up into like moons and stuff of like you have another two.
Yes.
I'm just so
Like
lost.
you have like a sign rising,
a sun and a moon.
a sun and a moon. I'm like, I have no idea how any of this works. I
Yeah.
don't know what mine are.
I know
I'm
I know
like,
my birthday, and that's it.
I know mine because I got curious once and wanted to know. And the only thing I learned that I really liked was that was the same star sign combination that they chose for Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, the musical. And I was like, well, it's fine. This must be an okay combo.
I know like my Chinese zodiac because dragons are the coolest.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cool. Oh, thank you, Misty K. She says Cancer comes before Leo.
Ah,
All right.
perfect.
Confirmation, yes.
I was like, I'm pretty sure one of my best friends is a Leo, and his birthday's at the end of July. So I was like, Cancer.
Probably
I'm so sorry to anyone who is like actually knowledgeable about astrology.
I'm
Because
impressed
of
that there's
allergies.
this many of us and we have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, you'd think one of us, but no.
Mr. Kate also asked about the bingo card, and we will like dig into
I
that.
just
I can
put
just-
in the link in the discussion section to the bingo.
Yeah, I've been looking
thing.
over everyone's books and trying to like, okay, so what bingo things will that do? So
Yes, I
strategic.
have knocked off 4 spots on my bingo card.
Oh my
today.
god.
We just started.
Amazing.
Yes, I am very interested in doing well. I also met my Goodreads goal today for the year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I
For
don't
the
have to read
year.
anymore.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
All
This is
right,
good timing for me
45.
because
We should go.
Oh, it's 45. My bad. Sorry, guys. Read. That's time. How's everyone feeling?
Good. I just read a very intense scene of a magician like calling down a storm.
Ooh.
So that was It's also I love a dog in a fantasy world. Just like you have this like imposing like master of the matter, and then you have his dog, and the dog's just like everywhere, and there's like a character in the story. Love it.
Yes.
I read one chapter and then my family started being really loud upstairs and I couldn't focus. So I like just went on Goodreads and started like organizing my TBR for what I want to read during the readathon.
Nice. Yeah, and Griswold said, is anyone else trying to divine a way to check off every box on the bingo card? I can't be the only one who's thought about it.
I was like, could I read a book for every box of the bingo card? And I was like, in 3 weeks, maybe not.
The things that count for both.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like feel like to be really legit, I'd have to do a separate book for each square.
So we'll call like level 1 is just getting bingo. That's still
exactly.
good. Level 2, even if something counts for multiple boxes, it's still great. And then if somehow Megan wants to read 25 books, she can
In 3 weeks. I mean, she's already read multiple books in one day, so she's
Yeah, one was a book of poetry, so it was
and
like
there are
100
other books of
pages.
poetry. This could be a thing, although making it big.
It won't hit the bingo boxes.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel
sure
like
there's
graphic
one yellow
novel will be
cover.
nice and quick. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like note that one.
Today I listened to Once Upon a Quinceañera, and it was really cute. You're muted, Kyra.
I listened to that one recently. It was cute.
I was looking through the boxes the other day and was like, how many of these could I fill with like a romance novel? Because those are always fast reads.
Mhm. The yellow cover is one that I don't have a book with a yellow cover.
I think I was looking through some stuff in my Libby app, and I keep seeing Beach Read by Emily Henry recommended as a good romance novel, and it has a yellow cover, so I'm into that one.
Would this count as a graphic novel? It's more of a comic.
It's a graphic novel.
It's not
Yeah.
It always gets shelved with graphic novels in libraries. So
Yeah.
I've read it
Definitely.
before, but that's not.
Reread an old favorite is one of the boxes.
Hey. Getting
It's
creative.
yellow and a graphic novel and a reread.
Get ready for me to make all the things references 10 times more often than I normally do.
We've got Hysteric Blue is here reading The Mask of Mirrors. Joe Catherine is here reading Horizon by Lois McMaster. Bujold. It was my treat to myself from Hoopla. Ooh, nice.
I really want to read Mask of Mirrors. It looks so like the cover is beautiful and it sounds so cool.
Yes. We've also got Andrew's here. Hi, Andrew. Just jumping in with The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
Classic. I don't know. Even Griswold said, I'm having trouble finding a yellow cover. I'm like, there's not. I'm like looking at my shelf right now, and I'm like, there's maybe 2 or 3. Some of them are like gold.
More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera has a yellow cover, but
Rude.
I don't
Also,
think it's sad.
if you want to double up the more than 500 pages one, you could read Priory of the Orange.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yellow cover.
Also, Raybearer.
Oh, yeah. Just
And
read that one.
Dreams of Gods and Monsters, which is the 3rd one of Laini Taylor's series, but like that gives you an excuse to read the whole series.
Or Yoke by Mary Choi. I haven't read that one yet, but it's on the list.
I think it's called Goddess of the Machine or Goddess in the Machine.
Oh,
It's a newer sci-fi that came out
I would not
last
recommend
year.
that.
I found this
That's
book on
fair.
shipping.
I just know it has a yellow cover.
Totally counts.
The second book in this series, Take a Hint, Danny Brown, has a yellow cover.
Right.
Yes, I've been on hold for that for a long time.
That one, see, I was on hold for a really long time for the first book in the series, but the second one was just like available to read. Like the first and third ones had long holds, and the second one had no holds. And I was like, why?
We had a sci-fi rec from N. Griswold earlier. Where is it? Oh, yes. She said, I finished Project Hail Mary on the 28th, so I can't count it on my bingo card, but I gave it 5 stars, and it's set in space if anyone is looking for a space book for their bingo card.
Now, this is the 8th one. I'm sure one of the saga books says.
Saga, yes.
Yes. So it's number 8, but it's yellow and a graphic novel that's set in space.
Hell yeah. Oh, I just finished a sci-fi, The Infinity Quartz by Kemi Bowman. It's not yellow, but it's oh my gosh, you guys. It's like, the concept of it is like Siri takes over heaven.
What?
It was. Say the title of that again. I feel like I missed that last time you recommended it, and I meant to ask you.
The Infinity Quartz by Kemi Bowman. It was wild.
I've read all of her books, and her other books have all been like contemporary, and I love them because they're just like very beautifully written. So I bought that one. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited too because it's a new genre for her, and I already really like her. So.
I have feelings about the ending, so like I need somebody else to read this so I can freak out a little.
Maybe I'll bump that up on the. I don't know. I've got like this stack of. I play a dangerous game with the library holds. This is like my library books that have currently come in. I've read one of them, but I feel like I should read those first since I have to give those back and I own.
Oh god, like June 1st and June 8th, like so many things come out. I'm so excited for all of them. My book cart on the bookstore website is like $300 worth of stuff, and I'm like, I can't do this, but I want to so badly.
I'm just like scrolling through my Goodreads looking for yellow covers now.
I'm scrolling through Kyra's Goodreads.
There's another graphic novel series by Brian K. Vaughan called Paper Girls, and volumes 3 and 4 both have a lot of yellow on the cover, and it's a very fun graphic novel series. It's very Stranger Things, but instead of like going to a horror upside down world, it's like time travel and sci-fi and fun stuff.
If you get the right cover, Song of Achilles has a lot of yellow on it.
Yes.
Well, actually, Andrew said the Strange the Dreamer account has a yellow cover. Yeah, because there is a cover
It's
of
like
Strange the Dreamer that's like,
50%.
yeah, it's like half blue and half yellow, but the new ones are just blue with like the moth on the front. So you gotta be smart, get the right edition.
We will be checking it.
Oh yes. The Glass Sentence by S.E. Grove has a lot of yellow on the cover.
That one was really cool, and it's middle grade, so that will count for one there as well.
Also, I feel like Carry On by Rainbow Rowell has good.
It does. The old cover has a lot of yellow.
Yeah.
I think I was
I
thinking
did
about
not
the
like
Glass Sentence.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I DNF'd that.
I have a soft
I
spot
liked
for it,
it.
but I understand why people don't like
I
it.
finished it, but I didn't really like it very much.
I finished it. It was okay for what it was, which was a fake fanfic from a fictional world.
I was thinking about the Glass Sentence while I was reading that chapter because Alina's a map maker, and the Glass Sentence is a middle grade about this like fantasy world that's the whole world has been split up into like different time fragments. So like this city is in like this time period, and like you have to travel through this whole world's history. And the main character is a map maker who's like mapping out this like world where you're like centuries apart depending on where you are in the world. It's really, really cool series.
I've actually wanted to read that for a long time, so maybe this is my excuse to go and read it.
It's a very interesting story. Yeah.
The Bride Test by Helen Huang, which was really good, has a yellow
That's
cover.
a good book.
That was a really good book.
Cute. So does How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole.
Yes.
Also a good book.
What other difficult bingo cards are there? Except you like we've listed so many yellow books. What other difficult ones?
I'm realizing there are a lot of romance novels that have yellow books. So
Yeah.
that's the way to go if you're looking
That's
for
okay.
Yeah. I was curious about like flowers on the cover, but we've already talked about this for so long. I'm wondering if we should read again. We
probably.
Prints
Let's do like a 15-minute at the 15.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Get my ebook ready.
Good catch on the needing to read.
Why we're here.
my birthday meal came in, so I'm gonna munch. While
Smash.
Yes.
Let me snack.
Oh, the book about the map maker. Sorry, what's it called, Kelly?
The Glass Sentence.
Yeah, by Essie Grove. And it's a trilogy, I think.
I have the second one. I haven't read it, so I don't know beyond that.
And it's go time. Check back in 15 minutes. Read books.
The dog's being naughty.
And time. How did that reading sprint go for everyone?
I got some cake. It was good.
Yes. I need more cake.
It's your birthday.
It is. I deserve all the cake.
Eat it all.
Yes.
How's your birthday food, Helen?
Good. I got a surprise in my bag because apparently for ordering from this place, if you order through Skip, they send you a free thing, and I didn't know that.
Ooh.
Nice.
So I got a little container of mini pierogies.
Ooh.
That I wasn't expecting.
I had pierogies for my birthday lunch yesterday.
Hey.
Hell
Surprise pierogies. The best kind of
Surprise
pierogies.
And I ate deep fried pickles while I read the last chapter, and it was very good.
I love fried pickles.
Me too.
I hit my 50th page.
Nice.
Today.
80 pages into this.
Dang. Let us know how you're feeling in the comments. How's your reading going? Are you enjoying it? If you're joining us late and you are very confused as to what's going on, welcome to our virtual read-in. Usually we do virtual write-ins where we're writing words to set amounts of time, but this is a much more chill evening in which we just set aside specific amounts of time for reading because life is busy and sometimes you want to be able to just say, well, I am in a meeting and I must read. So
People
yeah,
on the internet told me I had to do this. So
exactly. We'll probably do one last 10-minute reading sprint to wrap things up. Maybe go at the 35, just move right into it. Since we are approaching an hour.
I don't know if we can cover it in 3 minutes, but I'm curious about people's recommendations for a book with flowers on the cover.
House of Hollow.
Voice.
Oh, I knew that was going to be yours.
So Rachel said House of Hollow by, who's the author of that?
Crystal Sutherland.
Crystal Sutherland. Very good.
Crystal with a K.
Mm-hmm. And I said
It was
Cemetery Boys. by
Freaky
Aidan
and
Thomas.
weird.
I second the Cemetery Boys recommendation.
I'm gonna say Fat Chance Charlie Vega.
I want to read that. I'll read that so bad.
Also,
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, okay, I'll
Cemetery Boys can
put that higher on my
also
list.
Check off your trans author square. So double.
Emma's making the sales pitch for her choice of
Yes.
Trying to think of any other ones that have flowers. New Moon by
Reread an old favorite.
Hey. Tokyo Ever After by Emma Kojin.
Oh yeah.
That's a new
I'm
contemporary.
on hold for that one at the library, and my hold is currently over 6 months. So
What? Oh my god.
I think it'll probably go down. They'll probably get more copies because it's so in demand. But yeah, last I checked, it's like this probably won't be to you in the next 6 months. I'm like, cool.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
All of my audiobook holds right now are not 6 months, but they're all 4 to 10 months.
Oh god.
And I go through a lot of audiobooks.
I think I'm gonna resubscribe to Scribd for this month for June because that's one subscription price for infinite audiobooks, and they have a solid selection. It changes out which ones they have. It's not always consistent, but if you're just for a month, you can get through a lot.
Interesting.
I love Script.
And Griswold said, Dread Nation is really interesting. Every time I think I'm done with the zombies, they drag me back in by an ankle.
I could go for a zombie book. Any of you read Firekeeper's Daughter?
I have not.
I have.
No, but I have talked to the author and she's really cool.
I've read it.
Yeah, did you like it?
I did like it.
Good vibes?
Yeah, it was good. It was maybe a little I felt like it could be shorter, but it was good.
Yeah. Sarah Blue says they're still in their feels about it, so I'm guessing that's a recommendation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to actually do research to hit the 500 word box because so much of what I read is audiobooks. Like, I don't know how long that is.
And I was like,
I'm gonna have to do. Oh, go ahead.
I was trying to come up with some ideas for different squares the other day. And yeah, I kept like, there would be like fantasy books where I was like, that's a really long one. Maybe that one will work. And like, it would be like 470 words. And I was like, no. Every time.
Name of the Wind is a good one. Anything by Brandon Sanderson.
I'm pretty sure because I'm re-listening to Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. I think Crooked Kingdom is over 500 pages, and it's like rereading a favorite.
I think I'm probably, for my over 5 pages, I'm probably going to read Rule of Wolves because I haven't read that one yet.
Looking at
That
that.
one's
King
over
of Scars
500.
and Rule of Wolves, probably.
Yes.
I also saw the last Ember in the Ashes book is over 500 pages. And I still need to read the third one and the fourth one. So I was like, maybe I'll do the third one for my fantasy book and the fourth one for over 500 pages.
Oh, also Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard that just came out. I'm pretty sure that's over 500. Because I'm just like staring at it and it's like a chonky book.
Well, we are 1 minute past start time, so I've adjusted our banner. We are going to check back in at the 46 for our last reading sprint. Good luck. And time. How did that go for everyone?
Good. I started off my sprint messaging Aaron, being like, "What's it going to take for me to get like a text copy of Emmeline?" Because I realized my like books by a word nerd options are more limited. So
You could
And
read
that one's
one
a
of
middle
your own
grade.
books.
or one of Helen's, but reading Emmeline will get me a double. So let's see what she says.
Which was in my story, we just uncovered a cruel truth. So
Ooh.
very, I know.
I got to the last chapter in my book.
Nice.
One left. I don't know if this one will check off any boxes though.
Just like if I get a Scrib membership, I want to listen to the next book, the Wayward Children series by Sean Mcguire. I want to listen to they're fast, they're good.
They're novellas, right?
Yeah, so like
I have to read those.
Novella.
yeah, yeah, they're pretty short. Yeah, good thought. Good thought.
I occasionally have those.
Megan, that's a book that does not have a person on the cover, correct?
Perfect.
Hey.
Technically, though, my poetry book earlier also did not have a person, so I've already crossed it out.
Could that count? For
It had a
something else?
hawk.
Do you read a lot of poetry books? Isn't there like a genre? We have so many Slack channels. I can never. I keep losing which one we have the card in.
The only thing I haven't, only genres I don't really read are like mysteries, thrillers.
I think I'm going to do Evelyn Hardcastle as my genre I don't normally read because mysteries are what I don't read.
I think that might also be mine. I was trying to think mine could be. I don't read usually like adult speculative fiction. I only read usually YA and middle grade spec fic. So I guess I could do that, but
I don't read middle grade basically unless Aaron wrote it.
Yeah.
So I guess middle grade can be it for me.
Is your poetry self-published?
No.
Dang it.
Evelyn Hardcastle also doesn't have a person on it, just in case anyone else is looking for that.
Yeah.
I think it's also a debut book. I
I
think.
think so.
I'm avoiding that book from published the year I was born.
Yeah, right.
The 80s weren't great.
I found out that If You Give a Moose a Muffin was published in 1991.
Read it.
That's funny. I have no idea what was published in 95. Like, nothing.
I just Googled
library.
in 1991. Outlander was published the year I was born, so I could read that.
Oh, wow.
Is that 500 pages?
Probably.
Probably.
Long.
Well, I'm also in a children's literature class right now for the summer. And I've already read some things that I never would have read by myself. So hopefully some of the upcoming readings will also tick off some of those bingo cards.
Outlander is 850 pages.
Yeah.
Also, Megan, the first few Vampire Diaries books were published in 91. So I was like, I could read one of those.
That.
But the first 3 or 4 of them were. So we've got
Just to
some good-
clarify, we're interpreting, and I know we wrote it, so we shouldn't be interpreting it, but read the oldest book in your TBR pile. It's the book that's been there the longest, not the
Yeah.
I kind of, because I suggested that one, and I kind of intended it as you can interpret it whichever way you want. So it could be the book you've had on your pile the longest, or it could be like the oldest book on your Goodreads to read list.
I'm curious what all of your
I've got a
oldest
Shirley
book on your
Jack.
Goodreads.
I'm pretty sure the oldest one on my shelf is from 8 years ago. I don't know.
I want to see what the first book I put on my Goodreads TBR that I haven't read yet is.
I don't have a TBR on Goodreads. I got too overwhelmed and deleted it.
Because I have a bunch of physical books on my TBR shelf, but I don't know which one I've had the longest. So I might just be kind of guessing on that one. Or doing it.
I mean, you can see the date you added it to your Goodreads list.
But it's the physical books that I actually have on my bookshelf. Those ones I don't know which one I bought first,
I have read so much over the past year that my Goodreads TBR is really short, and it's almost entirely things that have released in the past 6 months. So I'm looking at the
bonkers.
Good for you, Kyra.
Well, I deliberately keep mine short. I only put it on my Goodreads TBR if I really, really want to read it. But So my oldest is Kingdom of the Wicked from like October of last year.
Oh my god. How do you live like that? That is amazing. What is your life like?
I've had a Goodreads for a long time, but a few years ago, I like deleted a lot of stuff off my want to read shelf that I was like, I'm never going to read that.
Right.
So the thing I've had on that shelf for the longest is the Night Circus, and that's I had it on my 2013.
I want to read it so bad.
I'm reading so good. I'm currently reading The Starless Sea, so like maybe I'll read the Night Circus next.
See, I owned the Night Circus. I don't even know if I still own it. I tried it once.
You gave me my copy.
I know, because I thought you would like it.
I did enjoy it. Thank you for that book.
Yeah, I also own it, so it's
I
probably
didn't give you my copy though. I bought you your own copy. What did you say, Emma?
Oh, I said I also like own a physical copy of it, so I guess it is probably the oldest one on my actual TBR shelf too.
I like what I read, but when I set it down, I was like in a reading slump. So
I never even tried it. It's just I've always meant to.
It's one of those books that like I think it came out at an odd time because it came out and people were like, this is boring. But then like even me, when I first read it, I was like, this is dumb. It has no plot line. And then I read it like again maybe a year ago and I'm like, this is amazing. I love it. There is a plot. There's like enemies to lovers, rivals. There's like magical circuses. There's so many other storylines. This is a fully wonderful book and I don't know why everyone hated on it for so long.
I'm listening, like I said, I'm listening to The Starless Sea, also by Erin Morgenstern, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really
so weird.
Yeah,
everyone had like very definitive things. I love it so much.
I don't know. I just like part of it's that I just think it's like really like impressively ambitious too. Like I'm like enjoying it, but also I'm just like as a writer, I'm so impressed by like she just like has all these like little like folklore and little stories and they all like weave together and stuff and it's really cool. So.
It's a yellow book, right? Did we say that already?
No, it's black.
Yeah, it's black.
Oh, I thought it had yellow all over.
I mean, like
it has
black
yellow
with,
on
gold design.
Oh, it's gold. That's not helpful.
Unacceptable.
My next question is if the new Taylor Jenkins Reid book that comes out on Tuesday has multiple POVs, because I know it's about a group of siblings. So it'd be really convenient if this was the case.
My publishing date, the oldest book on my Goodreads to read list is Dust Tracks on a Road by Zora Neale Hurston.
Ooh.
I could read that.
What's the year on that one?
1942.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Books were really short back then. So
Right. I think it's her memoir, I'm pretty sure.
I could read The Pelican Brief by John Grisham as my genre that I don't normally read and one that was written the year I was born.
Smart.
You could, but why would you want to?
So John Grisham is my dad's only
Is he such a dad author, right?
I guess, yeah. And my dad does not read hardly anything, but he has read every John Grisham book in existence, and I've never read one, so I've kind of been meaning to at least read a John Grisham book. I don't know if The Pelican Brief is really good, because even my dad, who loves him, is like, yeah, half the time I feel like he just got tired of writing the book halfway through. So he has like even he thinks John Grisham is kind of hit or miss, but I feel like I should at least read one, and what better time to do it than now?
When there's a bingo graphic on the line.
There's that really popular TikTok audio that's like what your favorite whatever says about you. And I feel like the hey, it's my dad's favorite would be John Grisham, and hey, it's my mom's favorite would be Nora Roberts. Yeah.
There was a Where's Waldo book published in 1988.
Perfect.
That is not a genre I usually read.
Yeah.
But also, is there any
specification on? It's basically a graphic novel too.
Okay.
I feel like we're eventually at the end of this readathon, and we come back and we're like, hooray! We've ended it. We've rolled, and we're gonna compare our bingo cards, and there's just gonna be chaos with
Just
all of us trying.
Chaos. Yes, everyone keep a running list of the books that you read.
Yeah.
And then
we try to do a graphic with putting the covers on the squares for
That'd
be cool.
I've just been drawing an X. That's a very good idea though.
I will start keeping track of this.
I guess for anyone who's not like super graphically inclined, like Canva, you could probably do this on. It's just like
Yeah.
upload
Or
that
on
and then just
PicMonkey.
yeah, like those kind of things. I'm guessing you can do it. Oh, the essential
Shout out.
Calvin and Hobbes. I'd be into that.
Faith A said, I'm participating in a year-long readathon of Sanderson hosted by the Books Before Death YouTube channel. June is the White Sands graphic novels.
Oh,
sounds
good old
fun.
Brandy Sandy.
Yeah. I've never heard him called that before, but yes.
I heard that the other day, and I think I laughed for about 3 minutes straight. I was like, "This is hilarious." So, and I'm never going to refer to him any other way now.
I keep seeing these like my favorite books on TikTok and whatever, and then he always comes up, and I'm always like, we do not share a similar taste in books.
And that okay, different opinions are what make the world go round.
The only books of his I've read were like I read the first two of like the Steelheart series.
Yeah, I read Steelheart.
And like they were interesting, they were good, but like they weren't like, oh, this is my favorite. Like I want to read.
And
more
I tried
stuff.
Mistborn, and it didn't sell me, and I feel like if that didn't, probably not for
See,
me.
I
liked
like Mistborn, and I know I'll like it. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I liked Mistborn. I'm not like enthused, but like I have to go get the sequel right now. But I was like, I liked it. You know, it was cool.
That's how I feel about his books. They're good. I think he's a good storyteller.
For sure. He's a great writing course on YouTube if you haven't watched it yet. Just like go in the YouTube search bar and put Brandon Sanderson creative writing. It's great. He basically just filmed his first semester teaching creative writing. So big recommend. Yeah, I guess we should wrap it up. We've been going for almost an hour and a half. Thank you so much for joining us, Word Nerds. Just a few reminders. This YouTube channel will be on hiatus through the rest of the readathon. We will be back on June 20th with a live chat. And when we do come back, we are just going to be doing live chats on this channel now. That will stay the same, and then we will have bonus videos every now and then. But on the schedule is just the live chats on Sundays. We are also on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, and we are hoping to beef up our presence on all of these things at Word Nerds Vlog. You can follow us there. I have put a link to the bingo in the discussion box, but as soon as we go off air, I will also put a link to the bingo card for the readathon in the description box as well. So just refresh your page and it'll be there like 2 minutes after we go off air. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you like us and want to be subscribed to our content. Hope you all have a wonderful readathon, and we will see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.